If you're someone in this life who has not been living the life that they know they should, and they want to improve their life, then we're going to talk about one of the more important things on the planet to actually get you from point A, where you are right now, where you don't want to be, to point B, where you do want to be in the quickest amount of time as humanly possible. No promises, no guarantees, but what it will come down to is your ability to actually adopt this adjustment in your thinking and live this adjustment in your thinking. Let's dive into it real quick, okay? What it's from Neville Goddard, right? And I'm going to read it with you right here. So life responds to the dominant assumption. And when your dominant assumption is that everything always works out for you, then life has no choice but to conform. Think about that logically real quick, right? Your dominant assumption. Too many people out there, what they do is they look at the exact situation right in front of them. It might be potentially getting evicted. It might be potentially running out of money. It might be a terrible breakup. They feel like they're never going to have another boyfriend, girlfriend ever again, right? Whatever, husband, wife, it doesn't matter. They're assuming the negative. They're giving too much sauce, energy, belief, power to the negative. And what happens is that becomes their dominant assumption. And over time, life presents them with different situations, events, different thoughts that align with their dominant assumption. What happens if you just flip the switch? If you literally snap your fingers and fix your brain to change your dominant assumption from one that's negative to one that's positive? Well, it's certainly not going to happen in just a millisecond. But what if that's my dominant assumption that I need to fix? What if it is instant? What if you just are walking and you walk out of like Dunkin' Donuts, or you get a coffee? You fix your dominant assumption from one of negative to one of positive pertaining to women. You walk out, all of a sudden the hot girl walks by, bang, you introduce yourself, you end up marrying that girl 5 years down the line. Bro, you fixed your dominant assumption. If you can do that, if you can find a way to live in that, everything will change for the better. And before I end it off with you guys, I'm going to read it one more time. Life responds to the dominant assumption. And when your dominant assumption is that everything always works out for you, then life has no choice but to conform. I would definitely recommend writing that down, put it in your notes, read it every day. Just start openly saying that my timing is always perfect. Everything always works out for me. And then all of a sudden, you'll see how God, the universe, will shift reality in your favor because you have changed your dominant assumption from one that's negative to one that's actually positive, one that serves you. All right, I'll see you guys next video.